You're listening to Short Inspirations from Ralph. 10 Things Your Child Should Catch You Doing, Part 1. Over many years of ministry, the one thing that I have consistently come across is that a person's family of origin, the things they learn from there, the moulding and shaping of a kid's life from that family that they came from influences them for the rest of their lives. As I've previously mentioned, one of my tools that I use to help prepare people for marriage or for people who want to enrich their relationship is Prepare Enrich. And one of the things that I love about this program is that it maps out their family of origin, how close they were from their perspective to their family and parents, or how disconnected. It maps out how much leadership was in the home in terms of inflexibility versus overly flexible. But the amazing thing is that I can talk to couples and facilitate this program many years after they have left their family of origin, but it still influences them. It still sets the mould, if you like, the template for their lives, both good and bad. I'm married to Anne-Marie and we have 4 adult children, and they're all married, and we have 10 grandchildren. And when the children were young, I remember having a conversation with the headmaster of their school, and he said something which I've never forgotten. The context that we were talking was one of the outside world's influence on our children. And he said that it's very rare that a child's value system or principles that they've learnt from their family of origin would be changed from exterior circumstances or forces. Wow. At this end of my life, I can look back at our experiences in raising children, and we made lots of mistakes. But there are some things that I believe are so important to grasp and to get hold of if you're the parent of or a guardian of a small child. Because the things that they learn from their homes are bound to be repeated into the future. Paul wrote to the Corinthians, and in 2 Corinthians 5:11, he said, "It's no light thing to know that we'll all one day stand in that place of judgment." That's why we work urgently with everyone we meet to get them ready to face God. And I translate this also as working with our children, our families. The words work urgently actually means to persuade. It means to convince, assert. In short, it means to influence. And influence means to have moral power over, to have an effect upon, to sway. And that's what we do with children. And most of the time, our little kids want to grow up just to be like their mum or dad. And so in ministry terms, we could say that our homes are our first mission field. Our children are worth influencing and impacting for good. Living with a young child is like having a tiny spy in your home, watching what you do and say, and taking notes on the little notepad of his or her heart. Little kids will watch, will mimic, and as we said, will secretly want to be just like their dad or mum one day. Speech patterns, little intuitive gestures, it's all there. The first thing that the child should catch you doing, openly show affection for one another in front of your children. It's the little touches, the hugs, the sitting close together on the couch, the little kiss goodbye in the morning and then another one when you come home again. And this also includes words of affection and words of affirmation. This not only demonstrates to our young children the true meaning of love, but also brings tremendous security to their little hearts and minds. When we used to hug with our little children, they used to come running in, and we'd just have like a mini rugby scrum, if you like, of us all hugging together. It was wonderful. And this is a tremendous antidote and the opposite to what a little kid can sometimes fear, that mum and dad may not be together or they may split up, because they see it in schools and amongst friends and other places. And this display of affection puts those fears far from their minds. If you're a single parent, you also, with friends that may come and visit, or people you invite to your home, you can also display warmth to them in front of your children. Keep listening for more things that your child should catch you doing. God bless you.